Hey everybody, Penguin here. We're going to be covering the moon landing live, and it looks like they're going to be, hey everybody, Penguin here. We're going to be covering the moon landing live, and it looks like, let's see, it looks like they're about 5 minutes away from the coverage here. Thank you, Dave. And will you turn my light switch off and back on? Having no technical difficulties with lighting here.
I can tell. The actual light switch?
Yes, thank you. Now I have light. Now I can actually come and see here. Yeah, they are minutes away from, looks like about 5 minutes away from when NASA starts their coverage. Now, to my knowledge, they actually moved this again to about 6 o'clock Eastern time. It was at 5:40, then went back to 4:40, and now it's back to like 6 o'clock. So I'm not sure what's going on, but you know, maybe an hour away. We may just chit chat for a while. I'm not sure what's happening. So
Yeah.
Let's go and see the TV coverage. Yeah, 4 minutes, 20 seconds away.
Mom asked to borrow Snuffy and she'll tell you why.
There's no money on it. So yeah, that's where we stand now. Hopefully the audio and the video is syncing up and everything is fine. I got lights twirling around here that I'm about to turn off. I can find the, the remote control that handles this. Sorry I'm unorganized, but with the time changing of the lunar landing, everything just kind of got out of whack here, so we're trying here, okay? Okay, so those lights are off. I'll take the other lights behind me. I think they'll be okay. They seem to be annoying, then we'll cut them out. I haven't really finished running them yet, so they kind of look strange. But, you know, it is what it is. But hey, at least I'm live. It took me forever to get this to sync up. All right, let's see what's happening here. There's a picture of the lander that will be landing on the moon. This is historic. I was born the year that we first landed on the moon in 1969. And I think the last mission was 1972. I want to say, which would be, I think Apollo 16 was the last one. Now, there have been 5 countries that have landed on the moon, but we're the only one that actually landed people on the moon where man set foot. So we're looking at something historical here because they got 4 or 5 astronauts. I'm not sure how many are actually in that the capsule is going to be landing on the moon. I can't, looking at the size of it, I can't picture there being any more than 1 or 2, but we'll see what happens here. I'm waiting for them to do something. I'm going to check out another NASA channel. Actually, maybe I'm not. Got some funky music playing. But how's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody is well. I gotta pull up this. This will be got batter on me. I made some homemade waffles today. I got a little batter on me, but you know that's fine. We'll what's a little batter amongst friends, right? All right, so we're waiting on NASA. We're waiting for NASA to tell us what's going on. Oh, scene's changing a little bit. Let's see what's happening here. I'm excited. This is exciting for me because, again, this is history being made. I mean, I feel as excited and giddy as I bet they did when man actually first landed on the moon the first time. So I'm hoping to see something exciting. I hope it's not a failure. I hope that everything goes well because, I would hate for any type of a disaster to happen. We're going to make let's make it, put the TV on here, put it live. In case you're wondering, I got a package in the mail that I'm looking at. I'm going to review and we're going to unbox. This is the Stream Deck Mini. It's supposed to help with live streams and things like that. Basically, it's a remote control to where it can switch between your scenes and things like that. You can program like macros and stuff like that for it to play multiple scenes, and so we're kind of and if this works out well, which I think it will, then I'll get the bigger one, which is a 15 key. This one is only a 6 key. So we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, we got something going on here. Let's go to the TV.
Anthony.
Damn. So they're probably going to show animations and things like that to see how it's going. All right, we're you can see they're just talking about what's going on right now. So this all kind of interesting to me. I will say this Elgato Stream Deck. I just got it out of the box, and it is probably one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to open. I mean, this was a pain in the butt to open, actually, but hopefully it's a lot easier to get this paper off and set up. I mean, I guess they're not expecting you to return it, because you can't use the box it came in to return it, because you have to destroy the box to be able to get the device out. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like, the Elgato Stream Deck 6-button. Like I said, the one that I want to get, if this works out, is going to be a 15-button. Now, I will say this. There's an actual OBS controller that it works. You can put up to probably 30 different things in here. I mean, I had actually 20 different scenes on one of my OBS scene collections, and it works very well. I have that on my tablet, separated using a split screen with the stream controller. With the stream controller, lets me actually see what's going on. I can start and stop recording, start and stop the stream, things like that. But the OBS controller actually has buttons similar to these that let me control what's going on. So let's plug this in here. Kind of neat. I will look later about setting this up. I'm going to turn the volume up, because it seems like I'm unable to get volume from this. Let's see.
The countdown clock approximately 2 minutes before the landing opportunity. Getting to this moment, Gary, has been quite the journey.
So it looks like it's still going to be an hour
Since lifting
and 17, actually closer to 18 minutes
Kennedy Space
until they actually touch down. Here's a video of the rocket taking off.
5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket on February 15th. Approximately 48 minutes later, Intuitive Machines' Nova C-class lunar lander entered a translunar orbit, a direct shot at the moon. In the following days after launch,
Odysseus is the name of the capsule. If you guys didn't see that.
to low lunar orbit, approximately 100 kilometers or 62 miles above the lunar surface. The journey to low lunar orbit included firing the first
Hopefully you can hear this
oxygen engine in space. This was called the commissioning maneuver.
coming from the speakers.
Thrust main stage engine burn with a throttle down profile necessary to land on the moon. Over the last 24 hours, Odysseus has maintained its trajectory in low lunar orbit, waiting for suitable lighting conditions to begin its autonomous descent to Malvern A, the designated landing site for the IM-1 mission near the south pole of the moon.
Landing on the South Pole. You know, remember, they have to land
Joint coverage will
like in between. I can't remember what the area is called,
payloads
but it's actually in between
with NASA's commercial lunar payload services.
where the light and dark side meet, because if you land in the complete dark, you'll freeze to death. If you land in the complete light, you'll fry from the sun. So they have to go in between there, and you know, every landing that we've had, that they calculate that, because that's the only place they can land. I turned the volume down so I can hear myself a little bit, but again, this is monumental. I hate that it's another hour away, so that's going to put it, we're at 5 o'clock, a little bit after 6 p.m. Eastern time is when they're actually going to land on the moon. And I mean, I've been wrapped up in this. I've always loved space. It fascinates me. Of course, I love science in general, but I love space. It fascinates me, and I think that we're underestimating the importance of this landing. Because I think that it's definitely important that we that we learn more about doing this, because taking off and landing is the most important part of a mission. If we plan to go to Mars, we got to be able to get there quickly. And if you think about it, it was only a few days from the Earth to the moon. And back in the Apollo missions, I think it took a week to 2 weeks to actually get there. It took a long time, but I guess they have better rockets now. I mean, that was 50 years ago. So
looks like an important pathway towards long-term exploration of the moon.
Let's turn this up and see what they're saying.
That will establish a sustainable presence in the lunar vicinity and prepare humans for missions to Mars. For more on how this fits in with the greater plan, let's head over to NASA's Leah Cheshire, who is just down the hall. Hey, Leah.
Thanks, Gary. I'm here with Joel Kearns, NASA's Deputy Associate Administrator for Exploration. Thanks so much for being here, Joel.
Oh, thank you, Leah. It's great to be here on landing day, which is the culmination of about 5 years of work by Intuitive Machines Corporation.
Yeah, we're really excited, and we want to know a little bit more about NASA's goals for the Eclipse mission.
Okay. So, most basically what we want to do is we want to have American companies take NASA equipment and scientific investigations all the way from surface to the moon, and not have to have NASA do that ourselves. NASA is really good at doing robotic space science missions, whether that's the James Webb Space Telescope or it's the Mars Telescope. But when we knew about 5 or 6 years ago that we start going to the moon to do science and exploration investigations, we need to be going back every year. So we turned to industry to see if they could actually take us to the moon instead of us having to do it ourselves. And that's how we came up with commercial lunar payload services.
I kind of like the way they talk and the way they actually discuss what's going on. But sometimes you want to get back into the nitty-gritty and, again, I'm antsy about this. I'm really excited about it. So I listen, I watch this kind of stuff. Now they're talking about kind of not actually putting a lot of stuff on the moon.
Well, a number of different ways. For example,
to where the space station where people actually live there, because I think it's going to be a better shot if we launch from the moon to go to Mars. I think it's going to save, we got a lot of months to get to Mars, but it'll save some time. And because there's no, gravity on the moon is 1/6 of the Earth, so you won't need as much fuel and things like that to get going. Once you get propelling in space, you're going to go until Mars and gravity picks it up and pulls it. So I understand what they're doing. I understand what they're saying.
We can use commercial services like Eclipse to pre-stage equipment or other cargoes that are there waiting for the astronaut explorers when they land.
And this is an entirely new approach that uses a privately developed lunar lander. What are some of the most important takeaways on risks but also benefits of a model like this?
So when industry came to NASA 6 years ago and said, we can do this for you as a service, what they said is they thought it would be less expensive than if we did it ourselves, that they could do it faster than we could set up to do it, and that they could do it more frequently, that they could do more than one mission every year or two. And so what we've seen is that looks like that's going to be true. What we're waiting to see, such as with the mission today, is can they actually do this incredibly difficult thing? Can they really land on the surface of the moon robotically? This is something which is extremely challenging and difficult to do. The moon has no air. You can't use parachutes or wings to slow down. You have to ride a rocket engine all the way from orbital speed, thousands of miles per hour, all the way down to a very soft touchdown speed up to land in these places are very rough, pretty rugged, and really unusual lighting and communication conditions. So this is not an easy thing with these companies to do. But if they're successful, the upside for American exploration is just so great, we have to try it.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are important distinctions. And thank you so much for joining us here today, Joel. With that, we're going to toss it back to Josh and Gary to preview the landing sequence.
Thanks, Leah. We're following along with Odysseus' descent toward the lunar surface. The lander is continuing to decrease its altitude until the powered descent initiation, an 11-minute braking burn that sets Odysseus up for the final moments prior to touchdown. The time of ignition for PDI, or powered descent initiation, is 5:11 p.m. Central Time, 6:11 p.m. Eastern. The entire landing sequence is autonomous, meaning the lander is in control of every milestone required for a lunar landing opportunity. And completing a soft touchdown comes with challenges unique to, say, landing on the Earth or Mars, because there's no atmosphere. There is an entirely different playbook as we've seen this dynamic. Let's take a look at the IM-1 mission's complete trajectory. IM-1 mission is sending commercial and NASA payloads to the lunar South Pole region on an uncrewed robotic Odysseus-class lunar lander called Odysseus.
The lander is the tip of the iceberg, and what's below that is the first pilgrimage. This is an miniature scale version of what they call it.
The IM-1 flight path mirrors the historical achievements of Apollo 2, starting with separation from the launch vehicle on a direct shot at the moon.
The trajectory is this on a fastball. It's going to hit the moon.
Basically, when the lunar lander back in Apollo,
The first fleet they had dedicated to flight controls and Houston flight to the lander's
they had to turn around back and reconnect while the
engine to
and that was something they don't have to do here because they launched the lander from the rocket itself. So they didn't have to turn around and dock and do anything. They launched the rocket, and this was the inside of it. Now, I don't know how this is going to come back. I mean, just looking at it, it doesn't look like it's strong enough to enter the atmosphere. I mean, I don't see any heat shields or anything like that.
We'll just, have to see. The bird maneuver is completed with the line, with the moon blocking direct communications back to Nova Control in Houston.
Once we get around the moon, you have on the day side of the moon, the sun hitting us from one side, and reflecting it from the right off the bright moon on the other. Then it comes in the night, and now it's on both sides. It's very fun.
About an hour before landing, flight controllers command descent orbit insertion, or DOI. This is the main engine firing to slow the spacecraft so its altitude drops from 100 kilometers to about 10 kilometers above the lunar surface. After DOI, Odysseus coasts for about an hour before starting its final approach.
Once you reach a point called power decision initiation, the guidance system on the board makes the decision to activate the main engine very close to full power.
Cameras and lasers are feeding information to the lander's navigation algorithms, which provide guidance, navigation, and control. With the same
Seriously, this is just
bend down to 1 meter per second for the last 10 meters to the lunar surface. Now, the laser is using an inertial measurement unit, which is similar to a human inner ear that senses rotation and acceleration. Flight controllers expect about a 15-second delay before confirming the ultimate milestone, soft landing on the surface of the moon.
And I can tell you just from doing our simulations, that's the longest 15 seconds you'll ever experience as you wait for the final extreme moon to indicate you've been on the moon.
Approximately 12 minutes before our landing opportunity, we are going to show this animation of the landing sequence to describe the lander's autonomous operations, starting with powered descent initiation, or PDI. During this maneuver,
Odysseus must reduce its velocity by approximately.
so I guess right now they're doing. They said they're floating with the main engine firing, slowing it down because it said it's going to do that for about an hour.
Or HRN now being
And before it lands, so I'm guessing that's that's what it's doing right now.
area where the lander intends to be now. At this point, HRN will autonomously scan the intended landing
An hour, 6 minutes, and 23 seconds
the
mark.
lander's guidance, navigation, and control.
That's a long time.
Odysseus to a point approximately 30 meters
I'm not sure that I'm going to be,
site, and
I may end the stream and come back
followed by
and restart it. I'm not sure how that'll work,
created Nova Sea for the Cliffs Initiative
but
enterprise with the goal of creating a lunar economy. The Nova Sea
right now I'm going to pause the recording.
Autonomous spacecraft. Nova stands for new. C is the Roman numeral for 100. The lander's approximate
Payload capacity. Let's learn more about the Nova Sea class lunar lander. This IM-1 mission lander is named Odysseus. The name was nominated by Assembly, Integration, and Test Engineer Mario Romero after the Odyssey and its epic voyage across the daunting, wide, dark sea. Including landing gear, Odysseus is 4.6 meters wide, and with its top deck solar array, it's 4.3 meters in height. It's a taller design that accommodates payloads and the lunar south pole lighting conditions. Its hull diameter is 1.6 meters, with payloads affixed to the entire exterior of the lander, making its total payload capacity approximately 130 kilograms. The lander weighs 675 kilograms, but packs on weight when loaded with fuel. Odysseus uses composite helium tanks to pressurize its liquid methane and liquid oxygen engine that will perform its final descent to the lunar surface in one continuous burn.
So we're not going to walk on the moon, or I don't know.
Intuitive Machines IM-1 mission is supported by NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services Initiative, which allows rapid acquisition of lunar delivery services from American companies. The instruments on board advance capabilities for science, exploration, and the commercial development of the moon. Commercial companies were challenged to come up with their own way to design and fabricate a lunar lander and conduct operations. For this commercial mission, Intuitive Machines elected to support the communications between the spacecraft and Nova Control through its own private ground-based network. And it's not the first time Intuitive Machines used this network in deep space. That's right, Gary. NASA worked with Intuitive Machines to perform technology demonstration of this capability on NASA's Artemis 1 mission, which helped us verify the network for operational use during this CLIPS mission. The Lunar Data Network, or LDN, uses ground-based networks to communicate into deep space, so we could lose signal while Nova Sea is on the far side of the moon. However, the trajectory of the lander's lunar orbit does allow for near continuous line of sight with Earth and ground station coverage. Let's head over to NASA's Leah Cheshire to learn more about this network. Leah.
Thanks so much. And I am here now with Trent Marty, the Intuitive Machines Senior Vice President of Space Systems. Thanks for joining us, Trent. We're going to talk a little bit about the Lunar Data Network. It's a private deep space network belongs to Intuitive Machines. How does it differ to have this commercially available space network? And how is that different from NASA's Deep Space Network?
So when we first got under the commercial data services contract, we were trying to find a way that we could get our data from our landers back to Earth. We were worried that Deep Space Network, which is often oversubscribed, particularly in terms of space telescope now, that we would have limited time. So what we did was we created a network of large dishes across the planet that allow us to take our data from the moon and deliver it down to the Earth.
And we initially tested this out during the Artemis 1 mission. So how did Intuitive Machines work that out?
Yes, so we worked with Space Secretary at NASA to allow us to test our network, not only with Artemis at 430,000 kilometers, but also with the lunar reconnaissance orbiter, as well as at the GOES satellite.
Okay. And what are the goals overall for Intuitive Machines? How do you want to expand this LDN coverage?
So we know that as the market expands at lunar distance, immediately we will need the capability to send data back, particularly if you're operating spacecraft on the back side of the moon. You're going to be able to have a relay satellite. So we're going to put relay satellites in orbit to complement our ground-based systems, which are more large dishes all over the world. And by doing that, we'll be able to hopefully create a market for that data system from lunar space.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to share that has gone into the development of this network?
It's really exciting. We've actually been using it this week as once we launched into space, and we're taking the moon and using this network that tested with NASA systems.
Guys, I want to end this stream, and I'm going to pick it back up when it's closer to the actual landing of the lunar module. So, be somebody important, be yourself. Until an hour from now, peace out.